Okay.
Hey.
I can hear the music in the background. One sec. Oh, wait. Okay, there we go. Do you have...
I can hear.
Wait, do you have it on your YouTube?
Oh, wait. Okay, there we go.
One sec.
No.
Okay, sorry about that. I don't know where it was coming up on my end. If it was like looping, but hello.
Hey, how's it going? No more delay? That was a weird delay, huh?
It was a really weird delay, and I don't know if it was just delayed for me or if it was delayed for everyone or if I had it like on my laptop too. I don't know. Something was going on, but here we are. How are you doing this morning, Dad?
Great. Ran to the grocery store real fast before I jumped online, so it was a quick setup, but I'm used to it now. So
good. Yes, we're celebrating one of my sister's birthdays today with the birthday breakfast, and her birthday's tomorrow, and she actually has a twin, so the twin's birthday's tomorrow too. So that's going to be fun. But thanks so much for being here, Dad. And we have Chris from the Verse here today, and he is going to be talking about the Wiz protocol. So Chris, welcome. Thanks so much for being here. I'd love if you would introduce yourself, and then we can say hi to the chat and then talk more about Wiz.
What's up, guys? Hey, I just want to say thank you again for having me. My name's Chris. I run the Verse Crypto channel with my buddy Trent. We're really big with PulseChain projects. We do a lot of work with different developers, and we're trying to expand and grow the space. A lot of our videos, we get into technical analysis of what a project does and also dive into the hidden fundamentals that you probably skip over when you're researching these projects. And I'm really excited to talk about a really cool project today. The name of that project is Wiz, and I'm sure we'll get into it in a minute. So
awesome. Thanks so much for being here. You guys do such a good job on your channel. I remember when I first started making YouTube videos, my dad would send me your videos and was like, hey, you should like do something like this. We have been watching your channel from the very beginning, and my dad loves your channel, and I do too.
Yep.
Thanks for everything just that you do for the community.
yeah, thanks, guys. I know it's awesome to see you follow the channel, and I also watch your channel as well. So I think we're creating something really great that's going to be extremely impactful down the road.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's say hi to the chat. All right, Crypto Cheese said Wiz this morning very early. Let's see, Toko Mundo, excited for this one. I'm excited for this one too. This is gonna be good. $1 shill. I like that. That's a good name. Wiz, hello, what's up? Slap Stap, hi. And then SJ, hey, hell to Wiz team. And then our OG Devin, love it. And then let's see, Fast Abdul, good to see you. Awesome. All right. So, Chris, tell us, what is Wiz protocol?
So just to break it down, the Wiz protocol, it essentially takes the best components of a meme token and a decentralized finance protocol and combines it into one token. And it essentially is going to be used as an onboarding token for the PulseChain ecosystem. So typically when you look at, different decentralized finance projects, you have staking, you have yield farming, you can add your tokens to a liquidity pool and earn rewards. There's a lot of big complex terms that not a lot of people have time to research, or they just don't understand. And a very few traders can really dive into these fields. Now, the whole point of Wiz is to basically simplify DeFi staking. And essentially you own one token where you can earn reflection rewards. And you also get to be part of the treasury, which is going to be used for investments across other decentralized finance protocols that the DAO decides to invest in. And so when you hold the Wiz token, you're going to not only earn rewards in the Wiz token, but you also earn rewards in PulseChain tokens and Hocus Pocus tokens on the PulseChain network. And the idea is to use Wiz as essentially an onboarding token. So if anyone wants to come on and own the token, they'll start to earn rewards on the PulseChain ecosystem. And in order to claim those rewards, you have to interact with the PulseChain ecosystem and, add it to your MetaMask browser, go over, buy, sell, and whatnot. And essentially, if you were to use the PulseChain ecosystem or the PulseChain blockchain, you're more likely to stay. So that's kind of like the fundamental basis of what the Wiz project is.
Okay, awesome. So how is it related to Hocus Pocus? I was trying to figure that out when I was reading the purple paper.
So, Hocus Pocus and Wiz are like brother and sister projects is the best way to think about it. And essentially it uses some of the similar tokenomic structure as Hocus Pocus, but they're actually really different in that aspect. But the main idea with Wiz and Hocus Pocus is you hold the token and you get to earn rewards, and there's a treasury behind both projects that can be used for investments. The main function of the Wiz project is just strictly for onboarding and grabbing Ethereum users and pushing them into the PulseChain blockchain or ecosystem.
Okay, cool. So another question for you. Am I able to buy Wiz right now? I was on the website and I saw that there was a swap. Is that possible right now, or has it come out yet?
Yes, we actually launched I believe it was 5 to 6 weeks ago. I don't remember the timeline, but we actually did launch, and you can purchase the Wiz token right now. And I'll definitely send something over to you if you want to take a look at it. But on the website, they do have a swap function, and then they also have a button where you can add front end liquidity. And if you want to pair up your Wiz token with Ethereum and earn even more rewards, you have the option to do that all through the website.
Cool. And there's the website right there. The website's so cool. I love the front page, how it like changes color. I was like, oh, this is my type of website.
Yeah.
Just aesthetically, it was very pleasing.
Yeah, you like the little wizard theme with the Ethereum with the hat in the middle? I thought that was cool.
Yeah, super cool. Let's say hi to a couple of people. Okay, the verse. It looks like Trey is watching. Hello. Michael, hi. Thanks for watching. Okay, do we think this is Aaron? But Wiz Inu, and then Michael said better than any Inu, and then it looks like we have a question. So part of the magic of Wiz is that some of the treasury gets distributed on the PulseChain, almost like a magic bridge into the future.
Yeah, that's actually a great question. So essentially the rewards and the treasury are being built up right now, and we're still waiting for the PulseChain to launch. But we also took this opportunity to actually launch a project that's going to be featuring the PulseChain ecosystem. And so our idea is, let's use this period of time as a great marketing tool to not only market Hocus Pocus, but the PulseChain. As for the treasury, and to answer that question, we're starting to build up rewards, and we're forming the DAO. And essentially, once PulseChain goes live, then all those treasury funds will start to be bridged over to the PulseChain, and you'll start getting paid out in your rewards.
Cool. Okay, that's awesome. Someone said like Harry Potter. Love that. Okay, yeah. FC Dad, what's up?
What's up?
Okay, Dad. So do you have any questions?
Not yet.
Okay.
Just listening. I'm just absorbing.
Awesome. All right. So if say I'm being onboarded just into crypto, I've never been in crypto, is Wiz a good token to get into if I was being introduced into like PulseChain and everything, but like we're right where we're at? Is that what this is for? Is it's for someone that doesn't have a ton of experience?
Absolutely. That's how the token was designed, especially since, you own one token and you just earn rewards, and there's not other things you have to go through, no other hula hoops or obstacles to go through. But also the one thing that we do through the Wiz and the Hocus Pocus protocol is we actually have a YouTube video channel that breaks down how to execute a swap, how the protocol works, what's decentralized finance, how to set up a MetaMask wallet. So ultimately, our goal is not only to deliver a phenomenal product to all of the retail investors, but it's also to educate you guys so that you have a great understanding of the decentralized finance space. And it's all for free. So the YouTube video channel is all up there. It's on the website, and it's definitely something I encourage everyone to utilize.
Awesome. So tell us what will happen once PulseChain launches.
So a lot of stuff. Well, when PulseChain launches, I feel like that's gonna be a crazy time for everybody,
Yeah.
anyone that's in this space. So I guarantee y'all will be busy as well. But as for the development team behind Hocus Pocus and Wiz, so the first thing that's going to happen is, we're going to start to launch Hocus Pocus. And then once we launch Hocus Pocus, we're going to go through like a marketing campaign and really try to promote that project. And then with the Wiz protocol, we're going to have a treasury full of rewards, and we're going to use the DAO to dictate how those rewards are going to get paid out onto the PulseChain, what token is going to get paid out of using those rewards and whatnot. And so essentially, when PulseChain launches, there's going to be a huge push to really get the Hocus Pocus product out so that we have the Wiz product and the Hocus Pocus product. And they're going to basically work really well together, not only to onboard new users, but also to build investments and a phenomenal product for the PulseChain community.
Yay, that's so exciting. This is kind of a weird question, and I don't know if you'll have an answer for it, but how will Pulse Wiz work? Is that just going to be something that's kind of like disregarded? Because there will be the airdrop with Wiz as a Pulse token. So how's that going to happen?
So, to answer that question, as of right now, we don't have any plans to build a front end UI for the Wiz token onto the PulseChain ecosystem. So, we're probably not going to do anything much with that. But also keep in mind that there is an opportunity. Well, let me back up. So you will receive free Wiz tokens if you hold the Wiz token on Ethereum. Now, the big opportunity, and this is something I'll be putting out video on this, discussing this, is the PulseX liquidity pools. And this is key. You will have the opportunity to pair up your ERC20 Wiz and your PRC20 Wiz together, and you can actually use that to execute swaps for the ERC20 version of the Wiz token on the PulseChain. That will probably be kind of like the main utility, especially since when Ethereum starts to slow down, you can trade for those tokens on the PulseChain blockchain. And that's the main idea behind having the PulseChain, to assist with scalability issues behind the Ethereum blockchain. Now, this isn't something we're necessarily encouraging. I'm just saying this is an option for the community if you want to do that. But ultimately, as of right now, we're probably not going to be doing front-end development on the PulseChain ecosystem. We'll be focused on Hocus Pocus. Sorry, I went way into too much detail with that.
You're great. That was so good to learn. So no, thank you. And that was what I was going to guess, because might as well focus on those two things. And I mean, if it comes up eventually, like you already have the backing of it, like it's already going to be a token there. So, okay, that's awesome. We have a couple of questions, but let's say hi. Hello, guys from PulseDemic. Thank you so much. Okay, so what are the plans for listing on an exchange?
So right now, we don't have any sort of token allocation for exchanges. And just a little context, typically when a project launches, some of them actually will take like 5 or 10% and give it to like Coinbase or Binance or whatnot. We did not want to do that. I think essentially if a centralized exchange comes along and says, hey, we want to buy up your token and put it on the exchange, we fully support that, but we're not going to give out just free crypto to these centralized exchanges.
Makes sense. Cool. Okay, we have another question. How does Wiz pay out the rewards? Like, where do the rewards come from for them to pay out to holders?
Okay, so to break down the reward structure, and my apologies, I should have broke this down before we got more into this. So Wiz has two fees. You have a buy and a sell fee. And the buy fee has 3% that goes straight to a treasury wallet, and then 1% goes straight to a marketing wallet. The sell fee, you have 3% goes straight to a treasury wallet, 0.5% is burnt, 2.5% is a reflection, and then 2% is sent into a liquidity pool where Wiz is going to get paired up with the Ethereum token. Now, how you earn fees, essentially every time someone sells, 2.5% of the entire amount of tokens they sell is going to get reflected back to token holders. So you'll earn Wiz tokens on the Ethereum blockchain. Now, when you have a buy and a sell fee, 3% goes straight to a treasury wallet, which is going to be used to pay out these tokens onto the PulseChain ecosystem.
Mm-hmm.
So that's essentially how it's going to work.
Cool. I just wanted to pull this up since we're here, kind of like talking about the website. So this is the website. Like I said, it's beautiful and it has wonderful colors. If you're interested in coming and learning more about what Wiz is, there's a purple paper right here, which goes into depth. It's really nice. It has just a different like question type things that you can click on. Something that I was really impressed about was the roadmap. And that's usually what I look for when I am looking at projects. So that's awesome. So there's that, but there's just all sorts of things within this. And it's really easy to read. So I just wanted to quickly show that so everyone knows that it's there. Awesome. Okay, let's see. We have a couple of other questions too. Okay, could Wiz Bon ETH lead to Hocus Pocus on Pulse maybe?
Trying to understand this question. Could Wiz
Yes.
Bond ETH?
Oh, let's see. Okay. Could Wiz on ETH lead to Hocus Pocus on Pulse?
So
it's different, right? They're different things, but
yeah,
one and the same in a way too, right?
yeah. I guess essentially, they're very similar protocols with the fee structure, and so yeah, Hocus Pocus is mainly focused to be on the PulseChain, and then Wiz is mainly focused to be on ETH, and they serve their different purposes. But when it comes to like the treasury reward wallet and the reflection, that's how they're very similar. So yeah, I guess to answer that question, yes, Wiz will be mainly on ETH and Hocus Pocus will be mainly on Pulse.
Awesome. And Red Squirrel is here. Hello. Dad, anything you want to bring up?
Well, you didn't get Michael's question. Where's FC's mom?
Oh yeah, okay, you can answer that question, Dad.
She's making crepes and homemade macaroni and cheese.
Yes, she's cooking right now.
She's cooking.
Awesome. And she's actually probably watching this at the same time.
Probably.
All right. Awesome. Okay, Chris, what else do you want to tell us today about Wiz?
Cool. So one thing I want to mention is with the Wiz protocol, we just had our first DAO vote to see what we're going to do with some of these treasury funds since the PulseChain has not launched yet. And the DAO just actually voted to do a 1-year hex stake of approximately 100,000 hex that's going to end in 1 year. And at the conclusion of that hex stake, the DAO has the option to either pay out the hex to token holders or extend it or buy something new. So there's a bunch of endless possibilities, but I just want to announce that we're going to be pushing forward with the DAO votes and utilizing the DAO to do investments across any project y'all think would be great to get into. So
that's awesome. So that's like already been officialized and like done?
Correct.
Awesome. Well, hex is a great thing to get into.
Oh yeah, it's down. Was it 99% right now? So I guarantee you in 2024, when not financial advice, if it goes back up, everyone's gonna be like, man, I wish I bought it at like a penny.
Yeah, and that's literally where we're at right now. So we're doing good.
Oh, absolutely.
Awesome. Cool. All right, Dad, what else? What other questions do you have?
Nothing. I'm just kind of absorbing. When I do have something, I'll jump in. How's that?
That's great. So audit-wise, has this been audited? Tell us about that.
So it's been audited by Certec, and we got it audited right before the launch. And then Certec is going to be also doing the auditing of Hocus Pocus, and the developers have been KYC'd. And we also, just to kind of add on to that, we also have a really great team of developers. They're always interacting with people on Telegram. So the people that write the code are the ones that you're talking to on Telegram, which is actually fairly unique with some projects. So yeah. I think that's pretty cool. So
that is awesome. So when it comes to the code, is it open source? I didn't dive super deep into that. Okay. And I saw that there's some cool things about the code. So could you tell us like about the project itself?
So
And I can bring up some things too if you want.
yeah. So I don't have too much of a big coding background. So are you talking like how the code the actual code works and the structure and everything?
So I saw that like there's no admin keys for the smart contract, and just like some of the things that like made it unique. And so I mean, in this community, no admin keys is like a big deal for us, right? And so I thought that that was something that was noteworthy.
Oh yeah. So my apologies. I missed.
You're good.
Yeah, so we've been audited. There's no admin keys. The main goal behind this code is we want to really make it as decentralized as possible. And as most y'all know, there's no such thing as 100% decentralization, but there's like a spectrum. And our goal is to continue to implement utilities and approaches so that one day this project doesn't have any sort of centralized authority, whatnot. There's no centralized authority right now, but we're trying to make it completely community run.
That's great. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what else so there's the front end, and we can interact with that right now. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And I'm going to put it's dashboard.wiz. No. Yeah, dashboard.wiz-protocol.com, right? Is that correct?
Yeah.
I think it is.
Yes.
Here, and I'll share my screen too. I just want to bring it up as well, so then we can see it. Let's see. All right, can you see that?
Okay. Yep, you can see it.
Okay, so this is, I think I clicked on this earlier today, but walk me like through this, like as a beginner within this, like what would I look at and what would I want to look at?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So to kind of start off, I mean, there's a lot of numbers, a lot of colors, and a lot of stuff going on, but I'll break it down real quick. So we'll go from the top left of the screen all the way to the bottom. So for the first top left box, we have the price of Ethereum, and then we have the market cap right below it. Now, why is this important to Wiz? Well, this has a lot to do with like the liquidity pool and how it's going to be paired up with Wiz, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But essentially, the best way to think about it is if the price of Ethereum's doing really, really well, then the price of the Wiz token is going to do extremely well as well. So ultimately, if you have a project that launches on a layer 1 blockchain, you want that main token to do well. So we have a price tracker for that. Now moving on to the right, you will see the price of one single Wiz token, and then it'll also give you the market cap of the Wiz token. So a little rule of thumb, how do you calculate market cap? You take the price of the token and you multiply it by the supply. Sometimes you can do circulating supply if you have like a burn mechanism. If you have a burn function within your protocol, you just want to multiply by how many tokens are out there being bought, sold, and held by holders. Now, so the next one, treasury value. You see the 0.1 ETH, and it says total treasury and how much money is in there. So one thing we talked about at the beginning of this AMA was there's a 3% fee on buy and sells. Well, that fee takes that Ethereum and puts it into a treasury wallet, and that just reports the amount of the treasury wallet, and it just tracks it along the way. Before we had the hex vote for the hex stake, that was closer to, I believe it was like 14 ETH. And then we spent all that on hex and put it into a 1-year stake. And now it's going to start building up again. So that's going to be based off of buys and sells. Nice. Now, on the very right corner, we have burn tokens Wiz. Now, every selfie, there's a 0.5% burn on the token, and it gets sent straight to a burn wallet. Those are tokens that are removed from circulation, sent to a wallet that no one owns the keys to. So they will never, ever be out in the market ever again. Cool. So going to the middle of the screen to the left, we have information on the Wiz/ETH pool. if you're new to cryptocurrency, you're a new trader, you're just getting into this, it is extremely critical that you look into how liquidity pools work. You don't need to know everything about them, but you just need to know just enough to be dangerous enough to get into these different projects. Now, we wanted to really give you guys a lot of statistics on the liquidity pool, because the liquidity pool is the ultimate determinant of whether or not a token is going to be healthy or not. So at the very top, you have liquidity, and that is the full dollar amount of how much Wiz and ETH tokens are paired up. And when you add liquidity to a token, you take your project token, you pair up with a blockchain token, and then there's a certain dollar amount. And that liquidity pool allows you to go through, swap, and execute transactions to acquire a Wiz token, or you can swap from Wiz to like USDC. This is how decentralized exchanges work. Now, the next one is the fully diluted valuation. And this one I get a little confused with, but can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So we have the fully diluted valuation, and this is something I get a little bit confused with, and that has a little bit to get into the volume. So I'm not going to touch too much on it because I'm not really too familiar with it. I don't want to give people the wrong amount of information. And then the next one we have is the last 24-hour volume. So the 24-hour volume is how much of the tokens being bought and sold, and in this case it was $486. And then we have the last 6-hour volume, which is the amount of the token being bought and sold. That was $221. And then the last two sections, you have the Wiz and the ETH. And that shows you how much Wiz and how much ETH is in the liquidity pool. And so using each of these components, you can measure, all right, is this liquidity pool have extremely liquid? Will you have slippage on any swaps through a decentralized exchange? Is this a good project to get into? And the best way to think about it is if the liquidity pool is extremely high, the token is probably going to have a pretty high price. Now, if you go on the right screen, there is a Wiz chart USD, and it just tracks the overall price of the Wiz. You can see if it's going up, it's going down, what's going on in the market. And you guys can kind of see at the end of that chart, there's a little bit of a massive incline to the right. It's going up and to the right. Mm-hmm. That was from the announcement of the Hex stake. A lot of people are extremely excited about it. So that's a really cool thing to use. Then at the bottom, if you want to take anyone's wallet, you can check how much Wiz they have in it. Just paste the wallet in there, hit the little microscope finder, and it will tell you how much Wiz. And then it's the same thing for the Hocus Pocus on the right side of the screen. Oh, cool. So a little bit of a breakdown of that.
Awesome. Thank you. Oh, that was very helpful. I just learned a lot. Awesome. Dad, do you have any questions about this page?
No.
Okay, I'm going to start in. Awesome. Okay, let's check the chat because I have just missed everything. Let's see. Great information for Francis. Thank you. Thank you to Chris for being here. Almost 1 million hex in the Wiz treasury. That's awesome. Let's see. Press treasury board to see the hex stake. Oh, I'll share again.
Gotta say hi to Lindsay.
I know. And Lindsay, hello. So good to see you. Lindsay's my favorite person.
Oh, yeah. Lindsay's awesome.
She is. Let's see. Let's go back. Okay. Let's see. Where is it on the left? Treasury?
So treasury board, click that.
Okay. Oh,
and awesome. Then at the top, it'll show you the hex stake.
That's awesome. Okay, very cool.
Yeah, so I'll give you an idea of how the treasury investments are looking, and going on to the future, depending on what the DAO wants to do, you're going to see a lot more different investments. Maybe it's all in Hex, or maybe it's in different projects, but it's a really great way to measure the overall health of the investments.
Cool, that's great. Okay, wait, what's proof of post? I don't even know if I know that.
So proof of post, it is actually our marketing campaign behind the Wiz token. So this past year, we saw the sacrifice that was started by Richard Hart for PulseChain and PulseX. Now, we also saw a lot of other projects go into the whole sacrifice mania, which I mean, I'm not totally against, but it was a really big deal, and it was pretty good for the community. And then I saw some bad things, and I don't want to get too much into it because it's going to start drama. But what we wanted to do was we wanted to do a different approach to the whole sacrifice idea. So we use something called proof of post. And the idea is you take the Wiz cash tag and you put it into your Twitter bio, you post it on Twitter, YouTube, any of your social media handles. And when you do that, you get to actually earn free Wiz tokens. And the idea is it's similar to the sacrifice, where it's typically some sort of political message, but our political message is sacrifice for time. And arguably time is probably your most valuable asset. It's one of those things that you will never get back, and we overthink it every single day. So by taking time to promote the Wiz token, we'll pay you in Wiz tokens.
Cool.
So
that's really smart. And it's like, it's free advertising, but then they get the tokens. So I guess it's not exactly free, but that's awesome. I think that's a great idea. Cool. Okay. Anything else? I have my screen shared. Anything else that you want to go over here?
Well, I mean, for the most part, you know, we have the entire dashboard. There's the contract, purple paper. We have a swap wizard. So if you don't want to do the swap on Uniswap, you can do it here. And if you go back, we have the front end liquidity right under the swap wizard. If you want to add liquidity to the Wiz token, you can use this. What's great about the liquidity button is that you can avoid a transaction fee on Uniswap. And keep in mind, a lot of these decentralized exchanges, they'll get you with like these little small transaction fees. And so we decided to use this as a way to save you guys some money if you're interested in getting in this project. But ultimately, if you want to read the code, we have it under, I believe, yeah, GitHub right there. And it's pretty cool. Our lead developer, Nick, absolutely loves the code, and he's done a lot of work, and he loves talking about it. So he's definitely someone you can talk to more about it as well. So,
Awesome.
but yeah, that's all I wanted to say about that.
Okay, sweet. Question. So I see that there's Hocus Pocus code. Is there a link for the Wiz code?
So let's go over to Etherscan. Hold on,
Okay.
go back to the main page. I believe.
Oh, it's probably under the audit. Could it be under the audit?
Go to the contract up top. You see where it says Wiz contract? All right, click on that. Yeah, right there. And then, and I believe the code is somewhere here on Etherscan.
I believe it is too. Let's see.
It's been a minute.
Contract. Here we go.
There it is. Yeah, so there's the code right there on Etherscan.
Awesome. Cool. Great. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing my screen now. Awesome. Okay, let's see. What else? Oh, Lindsay, love you. Okay, Wiz chart looks awesome. It really does. Edwin, hello. And Johnny, hello. Sweet. Okay, Chris, anything else that you want to tell us about Wiz?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, just one more thing. So the one thing I really want to emphasize with you know, the bull market being right around the corner, you know, you see themes like this past bull market. We saw like meme coins go absolutely crazy, and I'm not going to say the coin name, I'm not going to show, but there's always this new theme in every single bull market. And in my opinion, the next bull market are going to be centered around three things: one, interoperability; two, AI; and number three, decentralized ETFs. Now, if you go in the stock market and you see what the billionaires and millionaires and all these rich people do, they don't necessarily buy stocks outright. They get into ETFs, your 401k, your Roth IRA. All these investment funds get a little bit of a piece of a pie of every single protocol. Now, when it comes to Wiz and Hocus Pocus, we're not necessarily like diverse across every single project, but ultimately down the road, what this project is going to do is it's going to be one of the first projects and the gateway opening to a decentralized ETF, where if you're scared about buying all these projects, well, you can come over to Wiz or come over to Hocus Pocus, own one token, and you essentially have an investment in all these big projects that people are extremely excited about. So that was the last thing I want to say. And the only thing I want to say is Fashion Coder's dad, you guys are awesome. Absolutely love you guys. Thank you for having me on this AMA. And I had a lot of fun, and hopefully we can get back together and do it again.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much for being here. Okay, so for our tradition is we always share a meme. My dad loves memes, so that's how we always end our streams. So I'm going to share the meme that he sent me today. And this one's good. Can you see that?
That's awesome.
Current situation of the crypto market. Love it.
Yeah, what's Bitcoin at? Like 21K or something?
I think it's around 21. It was like 20,800, and I saw you had Ethereum on yours, so it was around 1,500. Is that right? Right
yeah.
now?
When I woke up, I think it was yesterday. I thought I was in like a simulation. I was like, "There's no way it's above 20K right now." Just my opinion, but
yeah,
it's still pretty cool. So
honestly,
somebody bought $4 billion worth of Bitcoin or Bitcoin futures.
Yeah. Well, I got a question for y'all. Do y'all think we're about to phase out of a bear market and go into a bull market, or do you think this is just a massive fake out? What are your thoughts on that?
Dad, you can go first.
Oh man, I don't know. I think we have a little bit further to go down, but thinking that just kind of makes it the other way around. So I think we still have some down. I think we have some hurdles to go over in the economy, probably for the next 6 to 9 months. Probably, I think everything kind of really depends on the Bitcoin halving and when things start heating up with that. So I don't know if we're done with our pain. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. But I think that I do believe that Hex and PulseChain will have its own bull run despite whatever happens with the markets. I saw the Richard put out the V3 testnet that it was private. So, and he says we're close, but that could mean lots of things. But that's what I do believe. But I think once I'm expecting a lower, but you never know. Markets don't do what we think they're going to do. So, but I think it will go down some more. So I don't know. What do you think?
I'm totally the same. I mean, it would be nice to have a bull run, but also I really like that we are in a bear market because it means that we can buy coins at a discounted price right now. So I know that a lot of people complain that we're in a bear market, but I'm actually really happy we're in a bear market right now. And I do think it does have a bit of a way to go down. And I don't know how long that will take. So for the foreseeable future, I think we're going to be in a bear market, which, like I said, I'm fine with it. What do you think, Chris?
So I agree with both y'all. As much as I would love to see crypto go up, we can't be living in Narnia with these crazy expectations. But ultimately, how I see it is there's one thing that causes the bull market, and that's the Bitcoin halving, like Fashion Coder's dad said. And essentially, that event always triggers every single bull market. So that is when we'll start to see it go up and to the right and then blow off top. So, but yeah, I mean, and I really like what you said about how, it might cause a rise for PulseChain and Hex, and it'll be really interesting. So, I think this just alone, there's so much information and speculation on it, but ultimately I still expect us to get a lower low, not financial advice. And then sometime next year, we'll start climbing up to the next bull market.
Yeah. Johnny said accumulating. Absolutely. I tell people you can buy one T share for around $6, maybe it's $6.50, something like that. And I go to hexcalc.net, I put it in for 5555, show them what it'll be at this price. In 15 years, what do you think Hex will be? I put in the numbers and I just show them, or I make them put it on their phone and show them. I'm like, this is an interesting bet here for you. You know what I mean? So that's what I've been doing. And I think I got some of Fashion Coder's sisters jump in and do a couple more T-shares.
Yeah.
Do one T-share and just sit on it.
Yeah. My thing is I'm buying a T-shirt every month. And
That's
that's like
smart.
my savings plan. So.
Yeah. Well, and then the other thing, just another thing to add to this, PulseChain launch is right around the corner. So if you're accumulating ERC20s right now, it's like a 2-for-1 discount. You're going to have a Hex version on PulseChain. You're going to have a Uniswap version on PulseChain. So it's like you're going to be getting double the amount of crypto in this period. Not financial advice, but I think you guys get the point. So
Absolutely. Well, it's going to be interesting. I do. Yeah, I think we're close, and I wonder if Richard will just spring it on us all at just one day. He'll just be done in the next couple of months. Probably when I'm on vacation. Have to take my stuff with me.
right.
I think this is interesting. You can't buy Pulse now, but you can buy Wiz and get paid in Pulse.
Correct.
Which great point.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's the first entry to the PulseChain ecosystem is the Wiz token, in my opinion. So,
okay, that's awesome. Sweet. Well, Chris, thank you so much for being here. Dad, thanks so much for jumping on too. Yeah. You have a great day, and I'm excited to see your video that you post on the verse. So tell us, where can we find you, and then where can we find Wiz?
Awesome. So you can find the verse over on YouTube, and it is the verse THE_VERSE. We do awesome videos, and we're coming out with some new video formats. So we're excited to talk about awesome protocols, especially in the PulseChain ecosystem. And as for the Wiz token, you can find it at wiz-protocol.com. It has everything you need to know from the purple paper to wait, did I say that right? Yes. Yeah. wiz-protocol.com. It has everything from the purple paper to the buy function to education videos on the entire protocol. And like I said, thank you guys so much for having me on the stream again. It was awesome, and hope we can do it again.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much. Bye, Chris. Bye, Dad.
See you guys.
See ya.